Went to school in Netherlands. Actually, I went to Oxford, you know. No, I also went to Harvard.
Tapi yang deket rumah aja, bukan Oxford atau Harvard.
This works every time. My father was also a socialist in his young days.
Pintar mikir jauh ke depan.
We must take the best of capitalism and the best of socialism.
Jadi rakyat bisa tidur nyenyak lah. Guys, Indonesia terus bersinar di panggung dunia. Setiap hari ada hal keren yang terjadi. Baru-baru ini Pak Prabowo kasih pidato yang keren banget di PBB. Yang belum nonton, cek aja videonya di channel ini. Terus habis itu Indonesia duduk bareng para pemimpin dunia di Summit Perdamaian untuk Palestina di Mesir. Dan sekarang wawancara Pak Prabowo sama majalah Forbes. Wawancara itu lagi-lagi nunjukin Indonesia dari sisi terbaiknya. Di situ juga banyak cerita pribadi beliau yang menarik banget. Yuk kita nonton bareng.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for joining us this evening. You celebrate the first anniversary of your inauguration as President of Indonesia.
Oh ya guys, orang yang nanya di sini itu Steve Forbes. Dia tuh publisher, businessman, dan juga politisi. Sekaligus dia pemimpin redaksi majalah Forbes. Dan pertanyaan pertama yang dia kasih ke Pak Prabowo itu soal latar belakang dan pendidikan.
I followed my father, of course, my family. At that time, basically my father was in exile, actually. So he was an opponent of President Sukarno. So when President Sukarno was in power, my father, for political reasons, and then he left the country and we followed. So wherever my father had to go, we went, and then that's why basically every 2 years we moved to a new country. Finally ending up in the United Kingdom in 1968.
Jadi waktu kecil Pak Prabowo hidup kayak nomaden. Dia pindah terus setiap 2 tahun ganti negara. Aku tuh jadi mikir, gila ya guys. Masa kecilnya bukan kayak anak biasa. Aku waktu kecil paling pindah kota beberapa kali. Dia pindah negara. Dari kecil udah belajar adaptasi. Dan hasilnya apa? Sekarang dia kelihatan tenang dan fleksibel dalam politik.
I returned back to Indonesia. At that time, of course, there was a political change. President Sukarno was replaced by President Suharto. My father was called back by President Suharto to serve in President Suharto's government. And I returned back to Indonesia in 1968.
Jadi setelah lama di luar negeri, beliau tiba-tiba balik ke tanah air. Dan itu semua setelah revolusi.
You also, by the way, the President has a sense of humor. Tell us about how you went to Harvard.
No. I know that the Anglo-Saxon community, you know, they're very impressed by Oxford, Cambridge, for those, you know, the British, etc., Commonwealth people. Very impressed hearing the words Oxford and Cambridge. And for the American oriented people, very impressed by Harvard, MIT, Princeton, Cornell. So I understood that. So one day I was in a reception. It was the Queen's birthday, I think. Queen's birthday in Jakarta, and I was there with my deputies. I was chairman of the party, he was the deputy chairman. He graduated from the London School of Economics. So in the reception, all the young British diplomats surrounded him and didn't address me at all, right? So why? Because I keep hearing, you know, oh, Excellency, you graduated from LSE, London, you know, and so my deputy was saying yes. And so then wanting some attention, I broke in. I said, actually, I went to Oxford, and they all changed their attention to me. They surrounded me. Oh, you went to, which college did you go to? No, actually, I went to the bookstore in Oxford.
Ini kocak banget. Waktu di pesta ulang tahun Ratu Inggris di Jakarta, ada banyak diplomat Inggris ya. Dan Pak Prabowo bilang, aku juga dari Oxford loh. Mereka langsung kaget. Ternyata maksudnya dari toko buku Oxford ya.
But no, this works every time. It works every time. Yeah. Just now, a few minutes ago, I think there was Ted Osius. Yeah, Ted was there with William, right? And apparently both of them were graduates of Harvard, right? So they were very proud of it, So they mentioned that, yeah, we are Harvard graduates, same class, 1984, right? He said. So, I didn't want to lose out, so I said, no, I also went to Harvard. So Ted comes, wait, which college did you go to? I said, no, I went to the bookstore in Harvard. I got him. So it works every time.
Aku juga pernah ke Harvard, toko buku Harvard. Ini tuh pelajaran halus soal kesetaraan. Kadang orang terlalu bangga sama gelar, tapi Pak Prabowo nunjukin kalau sikap dan selera humor itu lebih penting dari ijazah, guys.
My father went to school in Netherlands and graduated there in economics, and so this was the 40s, right? And then of course we were in the middle of this great, let us say, upheaval, fighting for our independence. My father came back, and at that time, to be very frank, most of the leaders of Asia, Africa, the leaders, the elite, were basically socialists. Because at that time, socialism, in fact even Marxism, communism, they were the movement that really advocated for freedom against the colonialists and the imperialists. I think that's why a lot of Asian, African leaders, movements of the young were practically left-wing socialists. Many were communists, and my father was also a socialist in his young days. In fact, he was a leader of the Socialist Party of Indonesia.
Jadi ayah Pak Prabowo dulunya ekonom. Dia belajar di Belanda dan sempat jadi pemimpin Partai Sosialis di Indonesia. Tapi pengalaman hidup bikin pandangannya berubah. Dia jadi lebih seimbang antara kapitalisme dan sosialisme. Ini keren banget. Jarang ada orang yang bisa berubah pikiran tanpa kehilangan prinsip. Di barat pun banyak ekonom yang keras kepala banget, guys.
So when he came back from the US, in the early days of our independence, he became quite, I would say, even balanced. Of course, the thinking was always socialistic, but he understood that actually capitalism, free enterprise, really had something that's very important. And that was his thinking. In the end, of course, I was a young boy. I said, so, Father, what is the best economic system according to you, Father? And he said, actually, the best economic system for us, for Indonesia, must be a mixed economic system. We must take the best of capitalism and the best of socialism. And I think this is now, I think it's growing to be the mainstream thinking.
Kata ayahnya Pak Prabowo, sistem ekonomi terbaik buat Indonesia itu bukan milik satu sisi aja. Aku setuju banget, Indonesia adalah negara yang unik, gak bisa disamakan sama negara lain. Jadi gini guys, pengaruh Indonesia di dunia tuh makin hari makin kelihatan. Indonesia sekarang punya presiden yang santai, tapi pinter mikir jauh ke depan. Jadi rakyat bisa tidur nyenyak lah, Indonesia lagi di tangan yang aman. Sekarang aku pamit dulu guys, mau ke toko buku juga, tapi yang deket rumah aja, bukan Oxford atau Harvard. Terima kasih udah nongkrong bareng aku, bareng Room Soft. Jangan lupa like, share, dan subscribe to the channel. Terima kasih guys, dan sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya. Paka-paka.